Hello there, everybody. As I'm awkwardly trying to disable this stuff, welcome again to our stream. It's me again, Lou, once again, and as always, joined by Mike.
Hello, Lou. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How about you? How are you doing?
Why are you whispering in my ear?
I don't know. I just like that.
That's fucking gross, dude.
And yeah, you too.
You punk.
You nerd.
So, Lou and me are having a bit of a day. Yeah. But
Indeed.
you know what? Fucking whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, we've got stuff. I mean, at least I've got something to celebrate, and I wanted to do something like art-wise to celebrate it. I finally hit 250 likes on my Facebook page. Woo! After like 6 years.
Well, you haven't advertised
yeah.
enough there, so
Yeah, not at all. But arbitrary numbers, arbitrary, and hence great. Yes.
you goddamn right.
You're goddamn right. I'm the Batman.
Are you?
I am.
Well,
Of course I am. I mean, you've never seen Batman and me in the same room, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't know that.
There you have it.
I didn't know that Batman was Austrian. I mean, I always thought, he was elegant and stuff, so he'd be American.
Jesus Christ. Your top search on Google, am I? Huh. I don't think so. Because I did not think my website's name through at all. Like, yeah, Piece of Me, of course, that sounds nice. I mean, of course, there's also a song by Britney Spears that's called "Piece of Me," and of course, it's duh. Oh well.
It just helps your search results.
Indeed. What the fuck? Oh yeah. My cat is being weird.
Your cat's always weird, goddammit.
Jeez. There she is, that little black punk. That's not
racist.
racist.
Too late. I called it.
She is black, though. Look at her.
What a lovely chocolate cat you have.
What the? What are you doing? What's going on?
Cat owners, am I right, everyone? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah.
I think she sees something and wants to hunt it, and I have no idea what it is. Because I don't see shit.
It's obviously a dust bunny. You're overreacting,
Obviously.
Lou.
On the roof? Jesus.
Well, sure. Why not? Dust bunnies can be everywhere.
Of course. Including the roof.
Yes. That's why the roof catches fire, because enough dust bunnies gather and they have a party, and, well, one thing leads to another, and...
A dust bunny rave. Ugh.
Cue dubstep.
Now I kind of want to visit a dust bunny rave. God damn it.
A dust bunny rave, you say?
A dust bunny rave, indeed.
I don't have words for you.
I do have words. Two, in fact. Dust bunny rave.
Well, who the hell can argue with that?
Indeed. No dust bunnies, that's for sure.
Need to get some tunes going, apparently. Oh, thankfully I was able to salvage that one video. Instead of using your audio, I used mine. And apparently no one gives a shit about old Sega Genesis tunes, so fucking win, motherfucker.
Yeah! Win-win, dude!
Is it? I don't know.
Probably. God damn it.
You are such a mush.
I know. I love cats. And dogs. Pets in general. Really.
I love lizards if that wasn't, obvious.
Yeah. Painfully obvious.
Hey, there's no pain with lizards. Unless they're little bastards.
Unless they bite you. Do they bite? Do they ever bite people? Is that a thing?
None of our lizards. Well,
Made you think.
One of our lizards could probably bite you, but,
Probably just lazy.
No, I just never gave it the chance. It's just the one stupid lizard. It's the only one that was born here, funny enough.
So he's American.
Goddamn right. No, we have a bearded dragon, and it had a partner inside the tank, and they had a couple of eggs, and this one was the only survivor. And the fucking little thing is such a little shit. Like, you can just tell by looking at it, it's just like this aggressive little pain in the ass, and then you look at the dad, and the dad's just like, derp. You can open up the thing, you can open up the tank, grab this big-ass bearded dragon, which could fit in both your hands, not even both your hands, it's pretty big. You pick this thing up, bring it out, and it's just like, oh, I'm here now, okay.
Cool.
Where is Geo? Yeah. Geo is walking his dog, Zoe. The punk.
He's got a golden retriever, am I right?
I don't know what it is. I don't know jack diddly about dogs.
Is it golden and fluffy?
It's fluffy. I don't know about golden.
I mean, yeah, yellowish.
Reddish, I guess. You'd have to ask Geo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if he's back yet.
Could also count as a golden retriever. I am. She's being weird today. God damn it. I am. What are you doing?
He's being so condescending to his cat, talking to it like it's not a person.
That's just not the way cat people roll, yo.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Righto. Righto, righto.
Even though you said it's gonna be a little bit of a short one today, my goal is to absolutely decimate this stream in terms of productivity. I'm gonna be really fast. That's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Lofty goals, goddammit.
And I already thought you wanted to decimate my productivity by cracking some more Spider-Man Beach stories that I haven't heard yet.
I don't know if there's anything left in the old reserves about Mr. Spider-Man Beach.
Spider-Man Beach?
All I know is he does whatever a spider can on the beach. Spins his webs at the beach. Catches thieves just like waves.
Just like waves. Waves. Ah, yeah. The fuck is she looking at?
Maybe she's just trying to fool you into paying more attention to her than anything else.
No, she is definitely looking at something.
Well, till she mauls it, you won't know.
And I've never, I've heard her make these weird noises, like this, exactly once, and that's when she saw a bird on our balcony. So I'm thinking she's in the mood to hunt or something.
Cats are always in the mood to hunt.
Yeah, it's fair enough. What are you doing? Knocking down my girlfriend's Lego, it seems. Is that a cat? Yeah, yes, that is a cat. Right there, the black little spot that you can't see properly right now, but you know.
You absolute punk.
What can I say? I've got a soft spot for cats.
As you've mentioned.
Indeed.
So you were talking about fan art earlier.
Oh yeah, right, we were.
Now, you said that you don't think it's a good thing to do?
I did not say that I think it's not a good thing to do. I said that I don't think that it's gonna create lasting fans of your comic per se. I mean, I'm thinking that you're drawing in fans of the thing you're drawing fan art of, and they're not very likely to stick around for your own creations. You know what I mean? Like they will maybe stick around for your style, but not for the content.
I think people
that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying. I think that they would stick around for that stuff, but I also think fan art, for me at least, I almost did a Nerd Crew thing. I don't know if you've seen Nerd Crew by Red Letter Media.
No.
Worth seeing. They they take nerd podcasts and just really make fun of them. Me personally, I love the vistas in Star Wars. I love Star Wars in general. Me personally, no, with fan art, I feel that it's allowed me a lot less stress and experimentation. So I was able to, specifically, like when I did Freedom Planet fan art, I really played around a lot more, and it led me to do this other comic. Because I was just too nervous to like tackle cartoon stuff, even though a lot of people were like, "Oh, but your cartoon stuff's the best." I'm like, but I don't have a style with it yet. So.
Oh, so you're saying fan art helped you develop that style, basically, in a quote unquote safe environment.
Yeah, because you're not like sitting there going like, you're not sitting there trying to keep with some kind of canon in your head. You're like, let me just play around and see what happens, and then. You try and make your own style, maybe perhaps with that fan art, and you experiment with brushes or different things. So it really just can take you to something else. And I think that if you're pulling people along, if you're capturing people with your fan art, you might even be able to keep them around. I'm not saying it's a surefire way or the best way, but it's definitely a way to get people to at least follow your thing, and they'll go like, "Oh, what's this crap? Oh, it's actually kind of cool."
Yeah, sure. That's a good point.
I told you.
But I think we're talking about two different things here. Like I'm more talking about fan art as a means of advertising your stuff or as a means of marketing, and you're more like fan art as a means of improving your craft.
Well, no,
and gaining a little bit of a following as you go.
I think it's probably one of the only ways to meaningfully advertise yourself, because I mean, I think a lot of okay, this is not per se fan art, but when I say like artists have gained notoriety or like they've gained interest just by creating, like how do I put this? Like Joe Mad, he did a lot of art for. Marvel and stuff, and now everyone's like, "Oh, Battle Chasers is great, Darksiders is great." Like it winds up kind of like you wind up getting into a circle. Like I found out that he made Darksiders after I was like in love with Battle Chasers. I was like, "Oh, Darksiders is really cool, but the style is really familiar." Joe Mad, oh my god, I know this guy! Holy crap, I love his shit! And I went deeper. I'm like, I didn't know he was still doing stuff because he stopped making his comic years ago to get into video games, and like that was all I ever heard about him after that. Like I got into his comic after it was long dead, so
I see.
I got to appreciate his art in other forms, which I guess you could say is fan art because they're not his IPs. I don't know.
Well, I think it depends on whether he was paid to do it or not. So if he was paid to do it, then I would consider it a commission or like actual work.
Yeah, fair enough.
Actual work. You know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Whatever. Art is subjective.
Does, yeah, absolutely.
Which I was in an argument with about earlier, but hey, whatever.
Whatever, man.
It was a disagreement on the internet.
That's like your opinion, dude. Yeah. Stop being weird.
I don't think your cat could ever stop being weird.
Not really. I mean, she loves belly scratches for one.
That is weird. I heard that's
a
big no-no.
Yeah, which is very unusual for a cat. Apparently. She doesn't give a shit, though.
Maybe she just super trusts you, or she's like, fuck it.
She super trusts everyone with that. Like, once she trusts you, she's still a little bit skeptical towards people she doesn't know.
Yeah.
But not nearly as much as she used to be. And as soon as she's like, yeah, this guy's or this chick's cool and shit, you know, she just she's really, really chill with letting everyone pet her belly.
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 Yeah, I remember you telling me when you first got the cat.
Yeah.
So, the cat, not Maya, the cat.
The cat.
Damn it.
I mean, there's only one Maya, so there you go.
That's true.
As soon as I look at her, she goes. Brr.
Ooh, you've got fans talking about you, and you just...
Apparently.
Oh
my god, I'm awful. I don't keep up with the chat at all. Felix mentioned he's sticking with my comics for its contents. Can remember comic number 20. Oh my god, that goes back so far. Comic number 20. I think it was. I think it was still. I think it was still part of the game studio community, wasn't I? Yeah, I think that's around that time. We also met each other through the game studio community. All right, quick context. There's or I think there still is, or at least there used to. I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with it at all. Mm-hmm. Like a piece of software that lets you create games, but okay. it's not like this drag and drop stuff. You know, it's a proper engine and everything with its own coding language and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I used to dabble in that engine a little bit, mostly 3D modeling and stuff. And it was around that time when I was still within that community when I started my webcomic. It was 6 years ago. Holy crap! I'm getting old. Those young people on my lawn. I should get off it. Yeah, the game studio community is basically dead. Unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Oh well. Yeah, it is, but like the developers haven't updated the engine in like forever, so.
Yeah, there's been a lot of new
old ass engine.
Impressive game software things, such as I think Geo keeps talking about Game Maker Studio or something, where it can be really intuitive and stuff.
Yeah, Game Maker Studio, Unity, Unreal Engine, you name it. There's so many cheap engines where people can dabble or get into game development these days. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, compared to like
in a good way.
It's just like, holy crap, everything's ridiculously hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. My brother's friend was like super anti-Unity, and I'm like, I don't know. It's showing like a lot of potential, and it just keeps getting better and better. Like, I'm not saying like I don't know how the back end is or anything, but it's like they made city skylines in Unity. What the fuck?
They also made Hearthstone in Unity. They made Yooka-Laylee in Unity, which is a beautiful game.
That's a Unity engine game?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Straight up Unity.
Fuck right off. That's insane.
Yeah. Told you. Unity is a very capable engine. It just has this awful reputation due to
phone games.
Steam Greenlight, asset swaps, and all of that shit.
Oh my! I am having a hard I haven't played Yooka-Laylee, but I saw like a couple of videos of them. Like, wow, this really looks impressive visually.
Yeah.
So
that's a Unity game. Straight up.
The fact that City Skylines, a game that can keep track of like several millions of people at once.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, oh yeah, that's like the same engine that they use in like some simple phone games.
Mm-hmm.
And now Freedom Planet 2 is going to be using it, so I'm a little nervous about that because it's going to be using that, so I'm a little nervous because it's like, it's a big engine change, but I got faith.
Yeah, like, the engine itself is not bad at all. Not at all. It's a great little engine if you know what you're doing with it.
Yeah.
Which applies to pretty much every engine there ever was, but for the most part. But still, yeah, it's, as I said, Yooka-Laylee is a Unity game. There's tons of games you would never guess are Unity games. Have you ever seen the latest tech demos that Unity put out? It's crazy. At first glance, you would think I swear to God, it's an Unreal 4 engine. At first glance.
I haven't kept track of many tech demos except for like Unreal. Sometimes where my friends like, check out this stuff. I'm like, wow, that's really impressive. Except, you know, a lot of Unreal games seem to be really, really janky.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm also like
Mighty number 9. Mighty number 9. Sorry, weird cough.
That was an Unreal game.
Unreal 3.
Fucking hell.
The fact that game had such ridiculously high system requirements really confused the shit out of me. Like, it started on my machine. I'm like,
holy shit.
I'm like, I'm not saying Gears of War is like the most perfect example, but it is like on the same engine, and it requires like barely anything. A calculator can run that, but then here comes Mighty number 9. Whew! Oh my god, I don't know if I can handle this shit.
Yeah, it's odd. That's really weird. Like, even Bulletstorm uses Unreal Engine 3. Even the remaster of Bulletstorm uses Unreal Engine 3. Think about that. Remastered version.
I said, and that game looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's
except
like
for that price tag. Oh god.
I mean, yeah, but still, like, the original Bulletstorm still holds up, even though it's a horrible, awful, god-awful port. But it looks awesome. It still does. Very impressive every now and then.
I haven't played. I'm waiting for a like massive price drop because I just don't like supporting games that go like, our game's like a billion years old. We remastered it. Money, please.
Yeah. I'm also waiting on a price cut for the remaster because I've heard the remaster handles much more smoother in terms of even gameplay and controls and stuff, because this time around they disabled mouse acceleration. Thank fuck.
And let me guess, you couldn't do that in the original version?
Ew.
Of course not.
Of course not. Ports, yo! PC gaming mustard raise.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. The face when you can't find your stylus.
Cliff Video Paint just crashed.
Oh no. You did save though, right?
I did, but remember last time it didn't fucking work?
Oh no. Oh no. Felix is playing Darkest Dungeon right now. God, I love that game. I hate it and I love it at the same time. It's amazing.
Sorry, I'm internally boiling right now.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm seeing colors. Shit, I think
Good.
it only fuck! It only saved the background shit.
Oh no.
God damn it. Said I was gonna be productive today. I said I was gonna be.
You jinxed it, dude.
Said I was gonna be fucking. Okay, a good song just came on. I'm gonna fucking kick it into Top Gear. Speak of Top Gear, fucking Grand Tour's great. You ever see that show? It's a good show.
No, I have not.
It's a good
but
show.
I really should.
Goddamn right.
Even though I'm not into cars at all.
Neither am I. But they do these events that are very clearly scripted, but are very funny anyway, because the guys are, at the very least, decent actors and funny.
Yeah.
So, I'm enjoying that show.
Cool.
God damned right.
You're goddamn right. I'm also enjoying the new episodes of Better Call Saul. Thank God his show picked up again.
No idea what that is, but I will just say...
It's a Breaking Bad spin-off.
Gotcha. Duly noted.
Duly noted. Basically about this lawyer scumbag, you know, Saul Goodman. And yeah, it focuses a lot on how he came to be what he was in Breaking Bad, and it's actually really, really entertaining.
I had to stop watching Breaking Bad at the first season because it was depressing, and I was in a depressed spot in my life, and everyone kept telling me, no, it gets better. I'm like,
yeah, but I don't care. That's like saying, no, but The Walking Dead gets better after season 2. I don't give a shit.
Oh my god. I would happily watch season 1 again in a heartbeat, but if you said, like, keep watching, I'd be like, you have any idea how fucking bad season 2 was for me.
Mm-hmm.
Awful
For me too.
melodrama, awful writing, awful everything. Oh no,
and nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, I get the excuse. Oh, but there was a writer's strike. I'm like, yes, that doesn't make the content any less worse. It still sucked.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Breaking Bad, but it just got to a breaking point where I was just like, it's just...
I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah. It was like...
This series is... Sorry.
No, it's fine. When I was watching, I tried to watch Deep Space Nine, which is another Star Trek show, and I was enjoying it. It was... I know it was gonna get better later, because the writers from The Next Generation hopped over at one point, but there was an episode that deals with aphasia, a mental illness that I happen to have personal experience with. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
What are the fucking odds? Don't do this to me. You just watch all the members.
You dick.
Watch all the members of the crew just slowly begin to lose their ability to talk. I'm like, oh, what?
Oh
fucking
no.
fuck? Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is just... I sat through it, and by the time it was done, I was just like, alright, I need to go watch something else.
Yeah.
I could have put on an episode of Rocko's Modern Life, which is...
Oh, that's always a good idea.
Which is depressing in its own right, because Rocko's always had his problems, but it's still fun.
Yeah. Like, I had a very similar experience with Black Mirror the other day. Or when I started watching Black Mirror, there's this one episode that deals with amnesia or with dementia.
Oh god.
And it just happens to be one of my biggest fears.
Oh yeah.
Ever. Like, my biggest fear is that I am noticing my mind slowly rotting away and forgetting stuff. And this episode just wrecked me emotionally. Holy crap.
Yeah, you're not alone in that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So I know exactly what you're getting at.
Yeah, it's just like, take a nail, smack it into your own eye, done, leave.
Yeah.
But on a more positive note, I had someone, in air quotes, force me to watch, come on, break, Kill la Kill.
Yeah.
I don't know if
you mentioned that
heard of it.
today.
Yeah, I know. I watched some more of it.
I'm very much aware of Kill la Kill.
I didn't know shit about it, so when it was shown to me, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those hyperactive animes that really don't capture me. And then I saw like the action, and I'm like, excuse me for a minute. Like,
and then you saw the glorious underboob.
No, I got excited for the wrong reason. I'm like, holy crap, the sword plays amazing. Look at the fucking dynamic poses. Look at the ridiculous action.
Mm-hmm.
there's Geo's girlfriend. Look at the underboob. I'm like,
damn.
I'm like, I'm pointing out the wrong things here, aren't I? Damn it.
You are.
I'm giving away my alien brain. But I was just really taken with the show, and I wanna watch more of it. But what was funny was she's saying like, oh yeah, you didn't expect it to be that weird and wacky, right? I'm like, bitch, I watch Excel Saga. You want weird? How about a show where the main character dies within the first 10 seconds and they have to restart the show?
What?
Yep. The main character just is screaming about some character, like, you know, and all of a sudden she gets hit by a bus. And then the great will of the universe comes in and restarts the show.
Alright. That's cool.
It's really dumb, but funny.
That sounds like it would be right up my alley. Alright, nerds. See you later. Take care.
Have a good one.
Stuff.
The animation for Kill la Kill is so good. It's... As I was sitting there, because Geo was talking about Dragon Ball Super, which is not well animated whatsoever, and not inspiring or anything good. I'm sitting there just going, after every scene that had great animation to Kill la Kill, I'm like, Dragon Ball Super's got great animation. Sarcastically, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Like, I've seen stills of Dragon Ball Super, and I'm like, what?
Wait, I thought there was leaving. I'm so confused.
What? Well,
I gotta go. See you guys later.
Yeah.
Good show. Oh, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Then. Oh, there. I don't know.
All right.
Sorry.
That's weird. Anyway.
Oh, there's Geo.
There he is. Ah, shit.
Will that minimize your software?
What a nerd.
Geo.
What a nerd.
People are asking about me?
Yeah,
Yes,
people
they
asking about
are.
Who's asking
some
about
reason.
me?
The nerd. Like the other one, not you.
Okay.
you. The real nerd.
yeah. Real nerd.
Lou was also asking about what breed your dog is.
Oh, I don't even know. I think I'm really not good with types of dogs, cats. Like I don't really know, but she's a part Chow, I think, because she has like a spotty tongue.
Right.
So I think that's like a Chow trait, but I'm not sure what else she is exactly.
A magician.
Yeah.
A magician.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
You're all retarded.
I know. At least I own it. So how are you doing, Geo?
I'm doing all right. I just got back from a walk with my lady, my puppy. My phone is going off. Hang on.
Where to?
Womp womp.
Just around the block, yo.
Just around the block, yo. It's just how my phone rolls, yo. God damn it.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. I'm hating myself so much right now.
You should.
Why?
You just missed
I'm
the
all-
line of bad jokes. That's why, Geo.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
While we are on anime right now, do we know Trigon? An anime like Do we know Trigon? I've heard of it. I've seen a few stills of it. It looks cool.
Trigun? It's good. I didn't entirely dig it, but it's definitely good.
Mm.
I think if you're gonna watch something like Trigun, you should watch Outlaw Starts. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. you know that the one anime that everybody keeps telling me to watch
Bebop.
is no. I mean, I know Bebop, and Bebop is stylish as all fuck. Holy shit, that show is great from what I remember.
Mhm.
Is what was it? Full Metal Alchemist. Everybody tells me go watch Full Metal Alchemist. I tried. I did not get into it like at all.
As long as you watch Brotherhood, it's a lot better.
I think I did, and I hated the stilted humor, quote unquote, that they've got going. Like everybody confusing the younger metal brother for the alchemist and stuff, and I was like, oh god, this wasn't funny the first time, and it's not gonna get funnier like this the 10th time. Now just stop it. God damn it. I hate that trope so much.
I kind of laughed. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
I mean, that you are, but that's not the point.
I'm gonna be
No,
so
I-
mean
I-
to me.
I don't know. I did not get into it at all. At all. Like, if a show doesn't grab me by the first episode, I'm out.
That's kind of the problem with some of these. It takes 1 to 5 episodes to really pick up.
Mm.
I would say something like even a show that I really do dig, like Hellsing Ultimate.
Mm.
I think that takes about. Well, they don't. It's not so much episodes per se. It's like they're like almost mini movies or OVAs as they put it. So it probably takes to the second one, that's like 2 hours worth of content to get into it, because it just really, because they're trying to develop one character, so when like a big change happens, you're like, oh,
oh yeah.
So
yeah.
It definitely can be slow, and I agree where it's like, oh no, you gotta wait till episode 14 for things to really get interesting. It's
no, I don't have that kind of time or patience. Just no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Geo and me can agree with on certain things with Mega Man X, where the quality jumps up and down so much. It's like, oh, but it gets better after this point. It's like, no, it fucking doesn't.
Yeah. I did love Dragon Ball Z Abridged though.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged is pretty damn good.
Also, Dragon Ball's pee-pee.
Hang on, guys. I just gotta take a phone call. Sorry.
Sure.
But Geo, he shows up and then he just gets fucking busy with something else. What's wrong with him? Yeah, I like DBZ Abridged and all that stuff, but I also prefer the original show because, well, I mean, by the original show I mean the version where they cut out all of the filler. Lou, did you run off too?
I didn't run off. I'm just petting my cat. Oh.
Hellsing Abridged. I haven't seen that. I don't want to ruin Hellsing with people because I really do enjoy Hellsing's characters a lot. Like Dragon Ball Z, I know it's fucking stupid. I know it's dumb. It's just about dudes punching each other through mountains, and sometimes you get a little character development, and you're like, okay, cool, character development. Now punch each other through mountains some more.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't ruin Hellsing because Hellsing is already cheesy as fuck.
But it's so deliciously cheesy in a good way. Fucking way they try and speak German with their Japanese accent. Fraulein.
Fraulein.
It kills me. I'm like, can you just keep saying that, guys? It's so awful, but I love it.
Yeah.
Someone told me like, oh no, you gotta watch it in American. I'm like, are you kidding me? They don't have the emotional range and the absurdity where they're just like delivering lines with such ridiculous bullshit. Like, how do you describe Hellsing? Like, the delivery when Alexander, what the fuck's his name? Father.
I don't know.
Is that Father Alexander? Well, the priest. The priest is just like absolutely insane.
Yeah, it is. Then again, who isn't in that show?
Which show are we talking about now? I'm back.
Hellsing.
Hellsing, that show that
Hellsing?
you haven't watched because you hate vampires and yada 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 blah blah blah.
But it's so edgy, though. Ooh. Ooh.
Fraulein.
Fraulein.
Oh wait, how do they say Actun again? They're like Achtung. Like, pardon me.
What?
That's how they said Actun.
Achtung, you mean?
No, they in Japan or in the Japanese dub of Hellsing, they go Achtung.
Yeah.
Because they just
Achtung.
they can't get it like at their mouth. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Is it racist to make fun of that? But
No.
I don't know. It's
And even if it is, we don't particularly care.
of course not.
So
Whoop.
They deliver
we
their
don't
lines
take
with
this shit
such
seriously.
Conviction. It's so good. There are some shows that are better in English, like Bebop, and I would say probably Full Metal Alchemist.
Fräulein Flugzeug.
Oh god, how would they even say that?
Oh my god, I need to hear that.
Flugzeug. I don't know.
That wasn't too bad, actually.
Yes, it was.
Fräulein Flugzeug.
Fräulein Flugzeug.
Hate only.
Let's say butterfly in German. Schmetterling.
I'm sorry.
And now ambulance.
Krankenwagen!
God, I love this language so much. It's ridiculous.
Just
I
in
really
case-
like that one video, but
Yeah.
his other videos, like I feel like he tried too hard, but that one was just amazing.
Yeah, it's also spot on. Actually, it's kind of really accurate.
Just in case if you thought something was subtle or soft, here's Germany to remind you that things are just not that way. Krankenwagen!
Krankenwagen!
Oh, I gotta take a picture of that diorama that my dad did, by the way. The figures of the 2 Nazi soldiers.
Mm.
Karl, where's the Panzer?
Hans, hol den Flammenwerfer!
Flaming waffle? What?
Flammenwerfer. This is a Flammenwerfer. It werfs Flammen. It's a flamethrower.
Oh, we lost Felix. Felix, sorry. I could talk. They'll have to catch it on the... What's it called?
VOD.
On YouTube, yeah. There you go, on the VOD. There you
You gotta watch it on the VOD, man.
go. Kids in your modern terms.
Yeah.
What is a VHS?
Human.
Goddamn kids in your on-demand bullshit. Back in my day, you wanted to watch Ghostbusters, you had to be there on time, or otherwise they're like, sorry, started without you, fucking late asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all.
I mean, you
start with
could
I
also go to a Blockbuster and pick up a copy, but you would have to pay if you did not rewind the VHS. You remember that? Remember rewinding? No? Okay.
I love that they sell DVD rewinders. I'm dead serious. There was a place that sold.
Mass Effect.
Sorry. Accidentally hit a thing. Yeah, they were DVD rewinders. So
Great. I know for a fact that some people sold Wi-Fi cables.
oh, for fuck's sake! Like that almost
For a better
makes-
Wi-Fi connectivity. Ugh.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say like it almost makes sense because it's like, you know, you need a cable to get to your router or your wireless thing, but I know it's just not for that. It's just meant to fucking screw you over.
Yeah.
Better
Some
Wi-Fi
some
connect-
people made a spoof out of it where it's just say an empty packaging with Wi-Fi cable on top of it.
Oh, there is someone who sold an empty package, by the way.
I know.
Oh yeah, what is it? Let's hear it.
I know for a fact. I mean, there's tons of people who sell empty packages, and tons of people fall for that stuff because they don't read the full description on the eBay page. Like
no,
somebody.
This isn't even that. This is just straight up like, oh, you could buy your air guitar strings from I don't even know what the fuck it is, and it's literally an empty plastic bag, and I'm like, I'm sure this is a joke. I know, but the fact that you're charging like $10 for it means you're gonna burn in hell.
It's kind of like a pet rock.
Which came back and they made USB pet rocks, but maybe the less said about that, the better, because I'm going to have a stroke over this stupid bullshit.
Yeah. Also, like one Christmas, my mom got me literally nothing, and if it's just a package, like an empty packaging that says nothing on it for the person who has everything. Hang on.
Wow. I don't have words.
Oh my god.
Hang on. Yeah, I just posted it in the chat. This is nothing. Literally.
That's really pretentious.
The gift of nothing is yours to discover.
That's just.
I mean, mostly she got me this one alongside a ton of other presents, but I cracked up so bad when I saw this. It's kind of awesome.
That's so pretentious. Oh god.
I love it. I love it. It's so stupid.
Oh man.
It's kind of like the No Phone that exploded on Kickstarter a while ago.
Oh, where
The No Phone.
it's shaped like a phone, but has none of the like it doesn't have anything to do with an actual phone.
Is literally a plastic block shaped like a phone. That's it.
Yeah, I'm sure some people would argue it helps get rid of some fidgets or something like that.
Yeah, but then again, there's also the fidget cube, which looks actually pretty cool.
It is. My brother has one.
Oh, nice.
It's unfortunately not the official one because, of course, some Chinese marketers apparently found out that it was a big hit on Kickstarter. So like, oh, we'll just make this thing really quick before they can get it out.
Fucking course. Also, here's the No Phone. Enjoy. Fun fact, the YouTube channel Cherry Rig Everything, I'm sure you know that one, made a April Fool's Day video where he tested the durability of the No Phone. And it was pretty fucking cool.
Wow, it still works! This is amazing! Wow!
Yeah!
No!
It still doesn't work! Just as advertised! Neat!
Thank goodness!
Yay! Money well spent!
Oh boy.
There's some stuff that's so outlandish and stupid that I can't even be mad.
Now see, this is the thing that makes me laugh though. I could see the use of the fidget cube, but when we went to 7-Eleven, you know how sometimes like clerks can get like really talkative even to like random strangers?
Yeah.
This guy was like really against the idea of this thing that he was selling. He's like, I can't believe people buy this shit. My brother's like, oh yeah, I just got one. So
Just to rub it in.
I guess, but my brother genuinely has a fidget problem. Like, I've had to grab my, well, when I used physical, like, pens and pencils, like, I had to grab him away from him because he would break the clips off of them. So he'd sit there and he'd, you know, snap them back and forth until they eventually just snapped off.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll see him do it with my Surface Pen. I'm like, just get something else to fidget with. You can't fidget with a $60 thing, please.
Yeah. Like, I've got a very severe problem with biting my fingernails,
Oh, jeez.
so I know the pain. Yeah, it's actually kind of awful. I'm ashamed to admit, but hey.
I suggest getting a fidget cube, and I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I know. I just might.
My fidget cube is just slightly more expensive than the average. It's $1,500. It's called the Surface Pro. It helps me not sit there and fidget like a fucking crackhead.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can do.
That's all it does. Literally.
Dude, I'm so bad with fidgeting.
Yeah.
Geo will tell you. Let's watch something. Yeah, I'll just be working on this picture right here. But you're not watching. Here I am.
It's. I wish that you understood why watching a movie or a show with friends is actually a good thing.
Nope, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, oh, let's hang out and watch something. Let's sit here in silence, watching this thing, and then that's the hangout.
Yeah, but sometimes we just sit in silence playing a video game, so it's like it's the same shit. You're still consuming media, and you're still consuming media somewhat in silence. But by the time our hangouts get to be like 2 or 3 in the morning, you think that we're really saying anything worthwhile other than I'm tired.
I mean,
I'm
that
not.
being said, we're never saying much worthwhile in our streams either, so... There's
Yeah.
that.
I entirely disagree with what you said, because, my god, like, the amount of shit going around from the, from playing N++, far more social, even if it is just going, motherfucker, it's still more social than sitting there going, just dead silence.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's not dead silence. It's you're watching the movie and then you talk about it afterward. Or the show, whatever.
I mean, you could also go ahead and watch it, and like, my brain just farted. You could also go ahead and just watch a genuinely awful movie like Birdemic together,
Yeah.
or something like that. I think that would be kind of funny, actually. Like ripping the movie to shreds with your pals. That seems like a fun exercise.
I find some of the best movies to watch are the ones that are really silly, like, or like the best movies ever, like Tremors. One of the best movies ever made in the history of man. Like, just you could sit there and be like, oh, but you know, what about the movie where the guy is like Rosebud? No, fucking Tremors, because it's goddamn brilliant. It's so fucking stupid and well made. It's just, it's a work of goddamn art. Like, you can sit there and talk over that movie. It doesn't fucking matter, because it's dumb. It knows it's dumb.
Oh,
But,
that's
like,
cool.
when you like,
As long as it knows.
oh dude, it knows. But when you got like something like where it's like really serious, you gotta sit there and be quiet. You're just kind of like, that's it. You can't say anything because you're like, I don't want to spoil this moment for everyone else. While because I want to sit there and go, that was really clever. But then it's like that takes everyone out. It would kick me out. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up! Just watch the movie. He said Rosebud. It was fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
I'm gonna spoil that movie for everyone right now. Nobody was around when he said Rosebud, so they couldn't possibly know he said that. The whole movie is about that one instance, and nobody was around to hear. Ow.
I honestly never saw the movie, so
I haven't seen it either. Yet. I've got it on my hard drive, but I haven't seen it.
wait a minute. I have to ask. Have you seen Tremors?
No.
Watch Tremors. It's pretty good.
I know. He
my
keeps
God.
telling me.
Dude, you can watch that movie in any regard, and it would be fucking brilliant because it's so fucking dumb.
I hear you.
In Norway, it was called, fuck, what was it called? Because I know Jaws got renamed in Norway, and it was a very silly name, and the same thing happened to Tremors, and it was almost like Jaws. I think it was called, like, Summer Shark or something in... I don't know. Norway is weird.
As is Germany. Like, they rename movies for no apparent reason. Also, I would understand if they renamed movies like in German, so more people could understand what it's about at a glance. But no, they from time to time they just go ahead and give it a completely different, also English title, and nobody knows why. Like Captain America is the last Winter Soldier.
Well, I
I'm
guess
like,
maybe they don't want...
Or no, wait, the Captain America was the first Avenger.
Well, maybe it's to avoid people going like, obviously it's American propaganda.
I mean, you would think people would know going into a movie that it's fucking Captain America, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, they might.
Also,
What do I know?
one of the Triple X movies, I think it is the second one, was in English it's just Triple X 2, right?
Okay.
As far as I know. In German, it's Triple X, the next level. What? Why?
What is this?
How?
Like a Genesis ad? Welcome to the next level.
The next level. Ugh. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you gotta look this up. It's fucking hilarious.
I was more amused by the stupidity that is your censorship system.
Censorship, yeah.
Oh, you shot me.
Video
I gotta
games.
shake my head and sit down. God, I can't believe it. You shot me. God.
Oh my god, German video game censorship was something else, dude.
It still is, because my god, it still exists on YouTube and it's just gloriously stupid.
It's glorious. Fucking glorious.
Yeah, I apparently do drive everyone nuts because I just don't dig watching things. But I don't even dig watching things in private very often. I'm like sitting there and I'm like, alright, I've sat here with music long enough. Time to change something. I just don't like watching stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing you're thinking it's a bit of a waste of time. You could do other stuff. Because you're a fucking workaholic?
Here's what I don't get. Is you're always stressing, like, if your guests are having a good time or not.
Okay.
And when they suggest wanting to watch something, it's like, sure, you guys can watch it, but I don't give a fuck about it. It's just like...
Well, dude, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, if you want to put something on, then go right ahead. I am not saying, like, don't do it, but...
It's like it's the perfect idea to just throw something on when you don't know what else to put on. You just watch something.
Yeah. But listen, when you're an alien like me and you don't enjoy human movies, then, you know, fucking whatever. Shut up.
Just watch some Rick and Morty together, come on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, you kill two birds with one stone, Mike. Like, you get to watch some silly-ass science fiction stuff. Actually, you kill three birds with one stone. Everybody's happy. You get to watch some silly science fiction nonsense, and you get to catch up with Rick and fucking Morty. Come on. Come on!
Yeah,
Everyone's happy except for those three birds.
Aw, jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez, Rick, I don't know about that one. I saw
Oh
the
my
Rick and
God,
Morty
it's-
VR game done by Nerd
Oh
Cubed.
my.
I
Oh god.
was done. I was done.
That good?
It just, his reactions to it were perfect enough. Like, if you watch anyone else, it'd be like, oh, pretty funny, but like, it's so fucking dumb.
I gotta look this up as soon as I'm done with my comic. Holy shit.
I love Nerd Cubed. He makes me laugh.
I know.
I had to stop following on Twitter because, like, I totally support gay people in their endeavors, but I can only take so many gay men kissing on my Twitter profile before I'm like, alright, I get it.
Wait, Nerdcube is gay?
No, he was doing it as
Oh, a
statement.
big supporter.
Yeah, he was doing it as I think a statement because, like, some people were saying, like, they don't... I don't know. I'm not sure what the point was, but I know he was trying to make a point. And my point was, okay, you can keep doing that. I'm gonna stop following you for about a month until you get bored with it, and I'll come back. Cause, like, I can't do that much gay things on my feed.
Yeah. And look, like, some people will take this out of context and be like, "Oh, you're homophobic." No, it's not. It's not that. It's just I don't care, and I don't need to have it shoved in my face all the time. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, that's why you just don't follow. You know, when it bothers you.
Yeah. You're just like, all right, you guys be cool. I support you and everything, but I'm just gonna be over there
Yeah, I don't see
for a
any-
while.
I don't see anything wrong with just looking away. Like, in general, kissing is just like, all right, guys, I'll let you have your moment.
You do you.
Guys or girls, whatever, have fun.
Yeah.
Sorry that I have too much PDA at your house with my girlfriend.
Don't care. Oh my god, now it's gonna be a thing, isn't it?
I'm
I tell Geo like things. I'm not like angry about anything, but I'm just like, can you just say that? You know, like, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say with this. I've said things where I'm like saying it in confidence, and then I find out his girlfriend's like, "Oh, you didn't like this?" I'm like, "God damn it! Didn't mean you to know about that."
Sorry about that, babe.
We have to
Yeah.
get back on our Resident Evil Let's Plays, both of you.
Absolutely, and I will make time this weekend. I promise. Pinky swear.
That might be a
Please.
problem for me because I have a wedding this Friday, and I don't know how fucked up it's gonna make my sleep schedule.
Oh, for the love of God.
Timing is
It's always
great.
something.
Yeah.
Yay, time zones. Woo. Whee! You're so screwed!
Gio and I really shamed ourselves. We decided to start a Resident Evil 2 Let's Play, and I died I think before even making it to the police station, because it's been such a long time. And I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. I did so terrible. And then Geo dies on his attempt to a liquor. I'm like, oh god, we are awful.
I was having a really good run, and then I fumbled with the fucking controls, and I'm just like, oh no!
There's no quick turn. Like, it throws you
Oh,
off so
no.
bad. So it's like, I don't know.
Well, for me, I just hit the wrong button for the draw your weapon.
Oh no.
Buttons are so weird. It's like, it was circle for menu. What the fuck was it? It was circle for menu, A to shoot.
What?
Yeah, for Resident Evil 2.
Huh.
So
Like the original button mapping, or is this on an emulator?
it's on an emulator, but that's still what we mapped it to, like how a PS1 controller would be, because you know. Figure,
Right.
this is how it should be.
I gotcha.
But it's still confusing because god damn it, it was in 1998, so they were still figuring things out.
Yeah. Also tank controls.
Yeah,
I mean, they're still there in 5 and 4 and stuff. Probably also in 6. Never played that one.
Tank controls don't bother me as long as you got a quick turn, because then it's like, okay, I can quickly turn around instead of just like going clop, 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 turn.
Didn't they introduce quick turn only with the remaster of the first one? No,
No, it was in 3.
early. Ah, since 3. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. You would need a quick turn in 3.
Yeah, considering they dumped extra enemies at you.
Mm-hmm. And a fucking nemesis.
Oh yeah, they also put in a quick dodge, which is impossible to perform.
Nice.
Unless you're some kind of wizard.
With wizard hands. Ladies.
It's jazz hands, Lou, not wizard hands.
Oh, right.
You scum.
Sorry, but scum?
Whatever you want it to be, baby cakes.
Baby.
Baba!
Yeah, boo boo.
Random noises. Woo!
I'm not that funny, don't laugh at me.
I mean, that's just great.
Load faster.
You're still screwed.
You're so screwed!
Oh my god, Resident Evil 5.
Standards.
I'm a comic maker without standards.
Without standards.
You should promote this stream of just his face on like the thumbnail on like Twitter or YouTube, and
It's
just
a
quote.
streamer's standards.
It's a stream with standards.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's one way to chase off your viewers. I mean, get viewers.
I mean, if
Yeah,
they haven't
get,
gone
like,
away by now,
2 more
then-
views.
If they haven't gone away by now, then I don't know.
Might as well.
I mean, about our comments about not liking people kissing in front of us.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh god, the kissing! God, stop it!
Disgusting. Oh God. Wow.
I think what Geo isn't telling us is that he actually voiced Mrs. Big Head in Rocko's Modern Life.
Alright. Damn, I haven't really done that impression in a long time. Doesn't sound right.
I mean, Mrs. Big Egg doesn't sound right on sheer principle, so
He's voiced by a dude.
it shows.
He sure does. I love when she's trying to seduce Rocco, and it's just
Oh,
a whole
God.
episode of just really awkward. She's like, oh god. He's just like, I really just want to help you out and then get the fuck out of this house.
Yeah. I think I actually remember that episode. Holy shit. Ah, that was so cringe.
And then they
Even as a
rekindle their
child.
love with breaking plates with their tongues.
Oh god. Yeah.
Break out the plates, dear.
Bam!
Oh my god. I really need to watch that show again. I really
Oh, yeah, you do.
do. Yeah, you do.
I have a streaming site where you can watch all 4 seasons of it, so
Oh my god, yes.
if you want I can link you and then you can thank you later. And by thank, I mean thank.
Thank.
Fucking pervert.
Thank.
E.
Yeah. Purple drink.
It has what plants crave, electrolytes.
Got electrolytes. Like this one scene with the what's it called? The education minister or something. Fucking cracks me up every single time.
Education minister? In what?
Yeah. Hang on. In Idiocracy.
Oh, right.
What's it called in English?
Idiocracy.
No, I mean the Secretary of Education. Right. Like
Yeah.
that one weird dude was just staring down the barrel of a shotgun like. Eee.
That was a really good movie. I didn't expect it to be very good, but
It's amazing. I love it so much. See that's another movie you can watch together. Like watch that movie and terrify each other over the realization that it's slowly turning into a documentary. Especially the fucking especially the fucking beginning. Oh my god, it's too real.
I don't know, I keep watching Idiocracy unfold on my Facebook feed where my aunt will post things... No, my cousin, sorry. My cousin will post things of, like, how Wi-Fi degrades your vision or something like that. I'm like, retard alert! Giving your kids tablet devices stunts their education and growth and leads to other things.
Are they?
I'm like, holy crap, you're so dumb!
What are they gonna claim next? Vaccinations cause autism? Oh wait.
She probably does.
Oh my god, no.
She's the kind of person where she doesn't support free healthcare, but she, likes having car insurance. I'm like, cool, you're an idiot. Why should we pay for other people's
Well done.
Why should we pay for other people's healthcare? Because you pay for other people's car insurance, you moron.
God damn it. So stupid, it hurts.
Yeah, that's why Idiocracy was as painful to watch as much as it was funny to watch. I'm like, fucking hell, come on.
Yeah. I love it. I love this movie, but it's way too real from time to time. It's awful.
Son of a bitch.
Indeed.
It's almost as painful as being subscribed to For Exposure.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my fucking god, that Twitter channel. Oh my god.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are you subscribed to For Exposure?
I don't think so.
You should be. And at the same time you shouldn't, so there you go.
They repost people's horror stories about being asked for free art.
And it's so close to home. Like, we all know that situation, every single one of us.
Absolutely.
We've all been there.
Sometimes it sucks to be an artist. Woo!
Sometimes he says. You know what also sometimes sucks? Being the only tech-savvy guy in your family. You know about computers. I've got this printer that won't do shit. And it was just like, You're just desperately looking for a possibility to fade into the background or something like.
I have a friend who would contact me only, keep in mind, only because, like, he had either a tech question, a video game question. He's like,
I'm at Walmart and I think Dead Space 2 is on sale. Is it worth it? What do you think about the game?
Yeah.
you have a phone, dude. You called me on a phone. 5 minutes on a review site would tell you a lot more than I could tell you about a game that I haven't played in X amount of years.
Hmm.
Do I think it's worth it? Yes.
Well, why?
Because it's for more than good.
Alright, and I'm actually pretty much done with my comic today. Told you it's not gonna be a overtly long stream today.
You filthy
Fun
whore.
with Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
One of
I
our
didn't
videos
even
gets-
look.
Oops,
I
sorry.
doesn't
didn't
get
even
much
look
more
until
Austrian
now.
Have you ever seen? This isn't the first strip he's done of Fun with Hitler.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen them. I've seen his other strips like all the time, but I've never seen Fun with Hitler.
It's a long running series of mine at this point.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to go and look up the other ones too.
Indeed, just type in Hitler in my search function. Oh my god, it sounds so wrong. just look up Hitler with my search engine on my site, and you'll get every single strip where Hitler has ever appeared. Apparently, it's 30, which isn't all that much, all things considered.
Oh my.
Oh my. But yeah, it doesn't get much more Austrian than Fun with Hitler. Aside from maybe locking your children into your basement or something, I don't know.
So is it illegal? It's illegal to own like swastika stuff, but is it illegal to do art around it?
I think as long as it's not propaganda or something, as long as it's satirical, yeah.
Okay, I was
It should
just
be.
curious.
As far as I'm aware, like nobody's ever knocked on my door and it's like, you gotta come with us. Up to this point, so I think I'm safe as far as I can tell.
It's okay. You can just correct everything the way Wolfenstein did by making up a bullshit Nazi swastika thing.
Right.
The more
Also, this is not Adolf Hitler. This is Alphonse Hitler, right? Big difference there.
Right. We'll just gloss over the fact that no one's named their kid Hitler or Adolf in like forever.
Dude, I've got a story, but it won't make much sense to you guys unless I just explain something a little bit really quick.
You hear that, Geo? He's calling us filthy outsiders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Filthy outsiders.
No, but seriously,
Fucking scumbag.
like in Tyrol, we've got this folk hero, quote unquote,
Okay.
called Andreas Hofer.
Mhm.
He defeated the Bavarians back in 18 something. I don't know. Don't care much for this guy. Anyways, he's one of the most important figures in our province, probably ever.
Mhm.
And I've been told that there's been two gentlemen in a military draft, and one was called Adolf Hitler.
Oh.
This wasn't too long ago, actually. Maybe, I don't know, 20 years something.
All right.
One was called Adolf Hitler, and one was called Andreas Hofer. And of course, because they both had an A and an H in their names, they went in there right back to back. All right.
Oh.
And as soon as the draft dude asks the first one, all right, what's your name, please? And he goes, Adolf Hitler. The draft dude just looks at him like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you messing with me here? He's just like, no, seriously, I'm called Adolf Hitler. My parents named me Adolf Hitler. And he's like, no, I don't need this right now. Fuck off. Out of my office. Get out. So the next one comes in. He asks, all right, what's your name? Andreas Hofer. he just about lost his shit.
Jesus Christ.
He shouted him out of his office as well. It's just the fucking coincidence, you know?
God.
Holy
According
crap.
to chat, yeah, people in their 30s in Austria named Adolf, but they usually want to be called Adi.
Yeah.
But the proper
Yeah,
pronunciation.
it's like please don't call me by my full name. Just call me by my nickname Adi or something. Just be done with it.
Is it that hard to get your name changed over there?
I don't think it is, but like most people don't put up with the hassle. I don't know. Never looked into it. It shouldn't be this hard.
I have no idea
I
if
think.
it's even hard to do it over here. I know one person who's done it. Just farting with their mouth.
Yeah,
Wasn't me.
I'm fart. That was me. It's just like I don't know. It's just...
I'm just making sure this isn't another one of those farts heard across the world. Oh, you heard that? I sure fucking did! Had to be pretty deaf not to hear that one. Like missing
One
a
fart that
gunshot
traveled
in
around
a
the world.
really echoey hallway.
Oh dear. Alrighty then. I think this concludes our stream, at least on my end. If you want to actually read this comic, and there's not all that much to read on there, most of you can probably guess what it's about. You can do so at pomcomic.com. All of my stuff is way over there. Redesign, please. And yeah, I hope to see you all next week, and I hope to see you all on my comic tomorrow, like on my comic page, that is. Thank you everybody for watching, and what are you two guys up to
Oh, I'm gonna keep
for the rest of the evening?
streaming for a little bit, I guess, because I got time. I want to get this shit done.
Cool.
I can talk to my dumb cousin if he's sticking around.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I might do some more Shovel Knight because I started that a little bit yesterday. For
Yes.
just, it's really really good. I love the new campaign.
Also, something I heard about Shovel Knight the other day is like why it's so good. Like Yacht Club made the game you remember playing and not a game like it actually was way back then, which is pretty much spot on actually.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess that's why
All right.
people don't like ukulele as much, but I think
Yeah.
it's probably fine.
Tommy loves it. Tommy is having one hell of a time with that game.
Yeah, but she also likes League of Legends, apparently, so her opinion is entirely nullified and void.
Oh my god, she started playing League of Legends a few days ago.
I read that comment and I
With-
just said, well, she's done.
Yep. Just wait until she runs into the community. Like,
So, in
properly.
other words, wait until she uses voice chat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, a Guile!
Alright, that's me done for today. As I already said, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to guys again for joining me once again. And we'll see everybody next week. Goodbye.
See you later, Lou.
Why?
There
Well,
we
I
go.
apologize, Geo, for boring you
What?
with not liking movies and stuff, but I insist, if you do actually want to put on a movie or a show, you can go ahead and do it. It's just, I'm going to probably draw.
I mean, we have been recently, and I just like I feel shitty about doing it because it's like you don't really care.
Yeah, I also don't care that you put it on or you don't.
Just put on Rick and Morty. Trust me.
Morty,
Morty.
I thought you were going, Lou, you fucking liar.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna fuck off.
No,
See ya,
don't
guys.
leave me with this guy.
No. Alright, see you around, guys.
Goodbye.
See you, dude.
Goodbye.
Ugh. Now I'm stuck with you.
Goddamn right. I haven't
So what are
played
you doing?
anything recently. I haven't played shit, and I'm just like, oh god, I want to.
So go for it.
Eventually.
Play anything.
I'm gonna play you, like the chump you are.
That's so mean.
Yep. Gotta be.
What a fucking asshole, man.
I try. No, I don't know why, but I've been really putting off Tales of Bersaria rather, because that one enemy is making me feel kind of like a chump, where it's like I gotta put it down as simple because it's got really dumb bullshit mechanics, but it's apparently something that like everyone does.
So then, don't worry about it.
No, it's just nah. Blah, 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 blah.
Just don't worry about it. You know, have fun with the game.
I have been. Maybe I'll try and do it today.
Very cool, man.
But I mean, I haven't
I've
even been
been-
playing shit like even comfort games where it's like, hey, Freedom Planet? Nope, haven't touched it.
I played the demo again the other day. Pretty awesome.
Oh, for 2.
I think you're gonna like it.
As long as I don't screw up the physics, because that's one of my other concerns. I have a few concerns, but
It feels slightly different at first, but then you get used to how the characters have like minor changes and it's fine.
no, I just don't want it to be like every other, what's it called? Every other 3D game, 2D platformer, you know, the 2.5D, where it's just kind of janky, like the physics all feel the same in those games. Like, think Blade Kitten. Like, it's a good game, but it's really kind of floaty, and the character doesn't feel like she has any weight to her.
Yeah, I mean, I get that feeling, but I think that it's fine.
Like I said, I guess I'll just have to see. I need another thing to put on. I don't know. So you're gonna be at the wedding, obviously?
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We shall be there.
I might not be there for the whole thing, but I have to see how that pans out.
Okay.
Because I gotta get home to do the usual duty.
I'm sure that you being there for a little while will be good
We'll see.
and appreciated.
We'll see. I know I have paranoia and anxiety towards this shit, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't even really like me much anymore, because I don't know, it's just what my brain does.
But that's you telling yourself that. It's not you hearing it from him.
I don't know, I just kind of get the impression, because we haven't talked in ages, like, at all. The last thing he's contacted me for was for a website, and then he apparently wasn't happy about me turning it down, and he told us to Bri, he contacted Bri asking the same thing. He's like, oh, you know, would you guys be interested in a website? And he's like, no, dude, we're totally out of this. He's like, it was weird, you know, Mike just turned it down. He, you know, didn't care that it was, you know, paying work. I'm like, and Brian was just like, dude, we are done with websites. We are sick of working for that shit. It sucks.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't blame you. He just doesn't get it because he's not in that type of work.
yeah, it's the most unrewarding, irritating job ever. Unless you work for a company where you have someone else to handle all the drama and bullshit, because I just could not stand talking to these people after a while. It was like, Like, what do you mean I can't have Billy Joel playing on my website? Because it's fucking copywritten. You can get your website taken down, or worse, you can get our service in trouble. But this other guy has it. Yeah, that other guy is probably in the exact same boat. Never mind that no one likes having music on your website.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know how many people actually ask for that anymore because websites are a lot different now. Like, a lot of people can just make their own website by doing WordPress or whatever. Making a dumb... Like, there's plenty of websites also that have templates, so it's just like...
Yeah, no, I'm honestly grateful for that because I don't want to do websites for most people. Like, doing a website for you is fine because it was like, at least you understood that, like, when I say something, it's usually, educated.
And I also try to lessen the load as much as possible by providing, like, whatever assets.
Which is rare because everyone else is just like, what do you mean the website's not done? I'm like, because you didn't give me any text. But we cannot provide the text for your website because we do not have any experience with that shit. Websites suck.
Yeah, I don't really care to work on websites. Never did. People suggested that to me for years, and it just never sounded like something I would ever want to do. Like, I'm sure that it pays, like, if you get a thing going with it, but...
Yeah.
But I would have been annoyed and miserable all the time.
Dude, I immediately was interested when I heard in school, you know, we're going to learn about making websites, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, and then, you know, years later, it's just like, everyone's stupid. Everyone knows better because their profession somehow puts it over your thing. It's like, this is like a web thing, not a whatever your profession is. But it's like, they just don't care. As a musician, okay, well, as a professional web designer, I strongly advise you against this course of action because it will make your website less desirable to visit.
But as a musician, you know, we like to listen to music.
Ignoring the fact that 9 out of 10 people probably visit websites with their own music going.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I say that
don't
as
know.
we're playing music. Well, I'm playing music over my art footage.
Yeah. Crap, hang on one second. Just got a phone call. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not even sure I'm gonna record this part for YouTube. Or rather, I'd probably cut it out. So no one here knows what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I got so many pages I gotta catch up on. Even though I have a different decent sized buffer.
I have returned.
And you bumped the microphone, you unprofessional bastard.
Oh, I dropped my phone on the desk, so sorry.
You unprofessional bastard.
Cry about it.
Maybe I will. So you've been playing Shovel Knight, huh?
Well, only a little bit. I didn't play that far into it yet, but I started the first couple levels and it's pretty fucking great. Because each character has gameplay that's like wildly different from any of the others, so it's just like, oh, okay, it's like Mega Man X type of thing, where it's just like, oh, you're tired of playing as Zero, switch to X, or vice versa, and it's just like, oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Like, this guy, Spectre Knight, right? Yeah. I just got a move for him where it's like a claw move, so like he sticks out his hand as if he's gonna like reach out and like slash somebody, and it pretty much wipes out any enemy in like one attack and like takes their soul. So it's pretty cool. Because like Shovel Knight doesn't have anything necessarily like that. He could do like, if there's an enemy above him and you jump and he's like within a safe distance from you, you can do like a homing slash at the enemy, so you can use that to get up onto like higher ledges, since you can't do like a double jump or anything. You could also walk up some walls for a little bit and do like wall hopping, so he's pretty cool.
That sounds cool. I mean, I haven't really gotten into Shovel Knight enough, but you know, whatever.
I feel like if you did, it could be a game that we could play over and over again, like all the other games that, like Mega Man X4 and Freedom Planet.
I get that, but I think what really is killing my motivation for it is I just don't like hub worlds.
I mean, there really isn't. There's not. Like, okay, there's the town that you go to at the beginning of the game, and you could say that's a hub world, but you almost never have to go there unless you want to upgrade your health or something. Then you could go there, but like the rest of the game is a world map.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
it's like the least hub world ever.
I know, but it's also the upgrades and shit. It just kind of really pushes me away. It's like, I like upgrades that if you get them along the way in your adventure, not just like, alright, I got enough souls, I'll go back to the hub world and I'll go ask, Jeff to increase my stats, and I gotta think about which ones would be the best to do.
Yeah, but
like, I feel like if I don't know which one I'm going for, I'm just going like, doop doop.
Here's the thing though, is most of those abilities you could find in each level. Each level has a new skill that you can get, and if you miss it, then you could go back to the hub world and purchase it. But if you find it in the level, you could just get it right from there.
Well, I also mean like health upgrades and shit.
Well, then just don't get health upgrades. That's how you're playing Zelda.
Well, it's not like well, the reason why I'm not going to fucking do this because it kills the flow. I'm sitting there like doing shit, and it's like, oh, you gotta go back and cash in your health upgrade points. No, I haven't teleported more than twice, and it was just to get around the fact that I didn't want to burn to death.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you might never play it then. If those things hang you up, you might not play it. Because that's just what the game is like.
We'll see, I'll get to it maybe. Cause like, I don't mind Shantae, but I mean, at least when you beat a level on Shantae, you're put back to the town, and then you're like, alright, running by, getting my plot shit, and then back out to the thing, and then they kick you back to the menu.
I guess, but I feel like Shantae's worse in that regard. I don't like the hub world in Shantae because it's all... I mean, in a lot of those games, it's just a lot of backtracking, and I find that a lot more annoying than just going back to a town for a minute to get a health upgrade.
Well, it depends on which game we're talking about. Like, I don't mind... I don't know, I see that as like Mega Man X kind of stuff.
Which one? Shovel Knight?
No, Shantae, where it's like... you got a new ability, so you can go back to this one level. But like the new Shantae is exactly where I would say it isn't like that, and that's kind of what is killing me with the new game. It's like, oh yeah, just go back to this new level. Oh wait, now you reached another dead end, so go back like 2 screens. Oh, but now you got the thing, so go back forward 2 more screens. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, the new Shantae. I don't know.
It's janky.
But that's what I'm saying, is that I think Shantae's hub world isn't good, and I think that Shovel Knight handles it a lot better, because it's not like necessarily a necessity. Whereas in Shantae, it's like, oh, you have to go back here to do dumb little quests.
Part of the plot too. It's like you go back to town. They kick you back to town, and then you get a little bit of story, and then you just, on your way out, you get a couple of things. But I don't know. Like, if they got rid of it, I wouldn't be upset about it, because it's just like, hey, I got 4 heart squids. Can you give me my power up? But I also don't mind buying the items.
Yeah. I guess.
I mean, they're all, like, necessary. You're not sitting there going, like, which of these upgrades is better? It's like, do you want to whip your hair faster, or do you want to hit harder?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, it's just I just got my own preference on it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I hope so, or otherwise it'd be really weird talking to you all this time. Yee.
But you would probably like Spectre Knight then, because they change the gameplay for him.
Mm-hmm.
They make it so that after each level you get brought back to the hub world, so that if you want to, you could go like 10 feet and deposit whatever you found or your money to get like health upgrades, or you could just go back into this portal and go to the next level. It's a lot more streamlined, almost like a Mega Man type of thing.
That's cool, but I mean, shouldn't I play the original first?
I don't know. I don't think it matters. The point of this is that there's multiple characters now, and they're each its own campaign. So if you wanted to go through the game and like see the original story first, the other characters' storylines do play off of it. So in that way, maybe you'd be better off playing as Shovel Knight first. But if you don't care about story, then you could just pick whoever.
I guess. You're really trying to sell me hard on this game.
Because it's really good. And I think that I think it's well deserved. Whereas I think that Shantae generally has to work pretty hard to get my praise.
I don't know,
The third one was so fucking good. And then it's just like, oh, let's make the 4th one kind of like, let's take a step back.
Well, they didn't make the 4th one.
I know.
Or 3rd one, rather, whatever.
I know. I just like Inti creates games, I guess.
I do and I don't. Because, like, I know you love the Mega Man Zero series, but, like, it's just sometimes so unnecessarily hard that I'm just like, guys, come on. It's not even, like, a get good scenario. It's just, I'm tired of getting my shit pushed in.
Yeah. Get good.
Apparently. Like, I want to try and get into the Mega Man Zero series, but every time I do, it's just like, it's just so goddamn punishing, and the first game really doesn't lend itself to, like, learning anything. It's just like, failure is really serious in that game.
I don't really think so. But
Maybe you don't think so. You have a certain amount of retry chips.
Yeah. Look, I still don't get what people's problem with that is because it's still lives. That's all it is. It's just they call it something different. That guy that we were watching the video of Mega Man X8 the other day, and he was complaining about retry chips. I'm like, I don't get it. It's the same thing as a life, only it says game over, and then you hit retry, and it starts you back at the checkpoint. It's the same thing.
Are you sure? 'Cause I thought that you weren't able to continue fighting that boss, period. Like, you lose the ability to even try against that boss ever again.
What, with a retry chip?
Yeah.
No.
Are you sure?
Dude, I'll go back and, like, confirm, you know? I mean, I'm 99% sure, but I'm not gonna say, like, as fact if that's not the case. I'm almost positive.
Oh crap, I don't know what the hell they call it. So I'm looking this up, because I remember being pretty harshly punished for losing.
It's like once you run out of retry chips, then you have to load your file. And if you use a retry chip, you'll get penalized for your score. But that's about it, as far as I can remember. You know, but that's if you care about score, which if you're going through the game for the first time, you shouldn't care about score.
I don't know, I can't find anything on this.
I'm gonna load up the game.
And what, you're just gonna die a bunch of times?
Yeah, I'll get to a point where I could use a retry chip. I'll die, and then see what happens.
That's what you do with the collection.
Oh yeah, I could use it on there. I was gonna load the ROM because I'm already at the computer. All right, I'm gonna stop doing my arts because I'm not feeling it. I'm making really crappy colors. I don't know if this is a good way to color, but I always lately when I'm coloring, I just get colors in there. And then I change all the colors later because Manga Studio is really easy to just like fill in the colors with like the paint bucket or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
So I just put like random colors in there and then I'm like, oh god, that looks like garbage. And then I fix it all later.
Yeah, sometimes I'll slap things in there and I'll even just alter it. Like, even though, like, I'll just use whatever's in my paint tools, and I'll just drop it in.
Mm-hmm.
And then color alter it, or hue and saturate it, whatever.
Yeah.
Words, what are they?
Like, the colors I was doing just now were just hot garbage, and they all need to be changed. Every one of them.
You'll figure it out.
Alright, let's see. Let me go to ROMs.
You mean legitimately own software?
I mean, I have multiple copies of these games as physical copies.
Yeah, but Nintendo doesn't care. They say using these things is illegal or wrong 100% of the time, which I disagree with. I own so many copies of Sonic 1, it's fucking stupid. I really don't think Sega gives it a rat's ass if I use a goddamn ROM or I play it on the Steam collection.
Yeah, right. Okay, Mega Man 0. I guess I'll stream this too.
Are you going to? Seriously?
Yeah, why not? I don't have to change any settings anymore, right? On Picardo?
You still do. You still gotta hit gaming mode.
I gotta figure that out then.
It's not hard, you just bring up the dashboard and there's a controller.
Okay. Dashboard. Controller. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to actually pick this emulator up.
You just share your screen.
Yeah, I guess I could do that too. Yeah, I could do that.
That would be my suggestion.
Oh my god, this is not the right aspect ratio. Why does it let me stretch it like this? This is so weird.
I don't know. The Visual Boy Advance emulator doesn't help at all. Because like I was trying to play Mega Man Extreme. I just want to see if you could do the dash thing, and it works. Actually, the game plays pretty damn well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, like it just defaultly stretches everything really badly.
Yeah. I wish I could turn this off.
I think
'Cause
you have to
that's
full
the-
screen it
that's-
to get the proper aspect ratio. There's like an option, I think that says that you can do it.
Yeah, because that's the emulator I'm using. Full screen. Ramp.
Ah, creep.
Whatever. I'll just. Haha! I can speed it up.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not gonna try it on the first level because checkpoints in the.
I'm not watching the stream to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Because I can't. Maybe I could. I have no idea how, if anything's changed over the time that I have started streaming. Jeez, I haven't even been streaming that long. That was a lot longer than this. Guess it means I've made pretty good progress. Hooray! Hooray! God damn it, Geo.
What's that?
Said hooray, be excited. I really hope we can make Resident Evil 2 work, by the way.
You don't think we can?
I'm saying I hope we can. It'd be the longest game we've Let's Played.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Because I think it's going to be probably 20 parts till we're done. And we're only on like part 3.
I don't think it'll be 20 parts. I think it'd probably be like between 12 and 15.
For one playthrough.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's quite a long game in that regard. Why haven't I skipped the song yet? Hate Death Egg Zone and what's it called? Sonic 2. However, the final boss is just fine.
Did you hear Green Hill's music? Or
No, I don't care. I heard people didn't like it because it sounds weird, but I just don't care. just really don't care. It's Green Hill Zone again. Probably.
Yeah, I'm glad the
Probably
music's
special.
different, but I'm not glad that Green Hill Zone still with it.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of complaints about Green Hill Zone online. I posted that image I made on Reddit, and someone was like, yeah, but it's an iconic level. I'm like, yeah, it's an iconic level that's been done to death.
I would love it if they would have just done Emerald Hill. It would have been the same thing, and I would have been fine.
Yeah, I know people would argue that Emerald Hill is just a clone of Green Hill, but it's at least different enough. Like, I would love Angel Island Zone.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the music alone in that level is just like, holy crap, I love it.
All right, I'm not the boss. Kill me. Did it. Game over. Retry. And I'm right before the boss.
That's weird. I don't remember that working that way.
It's just the only thing that it does is make you feel worse. That's all it is, because it says game over. But it's not a game over. It's just you lost a life. That's it.
No, I swear, like, I got set back to, like, the main base, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I gotta go through
If you lose all your retry chips, then you have to load your file. That's about it.
Yeah,
Oh, and if you quit, hold on, let me die one more time.
I think if you were to quit, it takes you to the title screen.
Okay, so if you retry, it'll start you right before the boss, and there's an option to give up. And if you give up, that will bring you back to the base, and you won't be able to do the mission again. Or you could just load your save game. So I don't see what that guy's problem is, because this is literally like every Mega Man game. Every single one.
So if you get a game over, you can just start at the boss again.
If you lose all of your retry chips, you can. But if you get a game over, which is... It's because when you die in this game, it says game over. No matter which retry chip you're on, it will say game over when you die. But your game isn't over because you have retry chips.
No, I get that, but, like, if you're
Right.
stuck redoing the whole level over again, or... because... I don't know, I remember running out of lives, and then I'm like, okay, well, let me try it again. Oh, I have to go through the whole level again, and then I run out of lives
that's
again.
That's like every Mega Man game.
No. Not
Yeah,
X4.
every Mega Man game. Like, you don't start at the boss when you run out of lives. Like, think of X4.
Yeah,
I mean, you never die in X4.
You start at the midpoint.
But
X5,
there
you
is
start
no
at the
mid.
boss. Yes,
Well,
you do.
X4,
Every time
5,
you
and 6
load, when you load the next area, you know, there's 2 acts to every level in X4.
Okay, well that's different. That's a different thing then. But if you go back to like Mega Man X1, 2, 3, or like any of the classic Mega Man games,
I know it kicks you
if
out,
you
but that's
lose all your lives, start the stage over.
I get that, but that's what the guy was complaining about. He liked the more modern approach where you got to try again immediately, because like sometimes, you know, you get to the boss and you have 1 life left and you have no health. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to play this for 5 minutes and then die and then not be able to learn anything.
But that's like most Mega Man games.
And Geo, yes, I know, and that
So
changed
if
later on.
people complain about if you're saying Mega Man 0 is different, it's not. It's like most of them.
But it's different to how the newer games were taking loss.
But this game was made back in like 2000 what? Like, it's old. It's not. It didn't adhere to the same type of thing. Like, there was no midpoint. It was a short level.
I get that, Geo, but it's very frustrating to be ejected back to the load screen to load your data when you run out of lives. A lot of people think lives is just really an outdated mechanic now. Especially in something like Mario, where they rub it in your face every time you die with a stupid jingle.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's okay because this game is old.
But older games did the lives different in X series, so that's the guy's problem. He's like, they changed it and a lot of people liked how that worked, but then they decided to make it harder on 0 for some reason.
Because the levels are shorter.
I get that, but I'm kind of in agreement where I'm like, I have no lives left, so what do I have to do? I have to just commit suicide in this level like 3 times until, or not 3 times, I'd have to commit suicide because the game doesn't restock your lives on every stage.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of what bugs me. It's like they should give you more stuff.
I mean,
Or maybe I should just get good.
I mean, that's fine. But again, if we're going by how you thought that retrying in this game was a bad thing, Mega Man 0, 2, 3, and 4 function the exact same way.
Okay, but I never said anything about them. I don't know anything about them. I never got to play much of them. Like I played a little bit of 2, but
you said that the first one is different because of the retry chip, but it's not.
I don't know. Oh my god! I said the guy said that. Like I'm not sure how they work. Well, no. The thing I was referring to was how Mega Man 0, you had to really grind for abilities and such, like if you wanted them.
Uh-huh.
Like that's what drove that's one of the things that drove me nuts. So like on top of not having a ease of lives in this game, you're kind of also like, oh, are you not really good at the game? Well, you have to really grind the shit out of everything to get anything. Like, oh, you need an E-tank because you're bad? Well, just play this all like 100 times and just grind all these enemies in this one spot. It's not fun.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a separate issue. I agree with you on that.
It adds to the lives problem. Like, when you're like, I'm at the last part, and I have no lives left, and now I gotta die on top of all the grinding that I've done. But in the other game, if they've removed a lot of the grind, then it's less of a major problem.
Okay, well, if that's your issue, then that's totally fine. But the way that I've heard it explained in the past, that was not the forefront of the problem. I thought it was just, oh, you get a game over if you die, and it's like, it's not the case.
No, I have a really shitty way of explaining things, I swear to god. Like, if I'm typing it out, I can do it better, but it's, like, so long-winded and shitty.
Yeah.
No, I just don't like having to start the whole, like, level over again, especially if, like, you've been spending your entire time trying to get through this level. It's
Right.
frustrating. Like, that's what's really kind of pushed me away from the original Mega Mans.
Right.
Like, I think even Mega Man 8 was like, oh, you can start at the midpoint. And I get it. The other ones didn't have midpoints, but, like, it's just, god damn, it's fucking, those games are hard. And I don't think it's, like, hard in a good way. I think it's, like, often, like, this artificial difficulty that a lot of NES games would employ. Because it's like, oh, you're probably renting this game, so we're gonna artificially lengthen difficulty by making you have to load this shit. Or, not load.
Right.
Play from the beginning.
Yeah. I hears ya.
Like, I mean, with Sonic, it was like, you died, well, you go back to a checkpoint.
Yeah. I mean, that's true, but it's just not the way they decided to take, I guess, with these games.
I know, look, I am not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's why I have a hard time getting into it. It's like, it's really discouraging to get thrown all the way back to the menu when you just, like, made it through a level. And you're trying to, like, learn the mechanics when the mechanics are fucking hard! Like, even Dark Souls, like, gives you a checkpoint. It's like, oh, okay, you got to the fire, here you go.
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, it doesn't bother me so much because
you're good at it.
Well, no, because that's how they kind of advertise the game. So it's just like, you know what you're getting into.
They don't advertise Mega Man 0 as hard.
Yeah, they did. I think on the packaging that they said this was like really freaking hard or like super challenging. Let me see.
Oh, come on, how many games are like, like extreme challenge, extreme this? I can pull out the Mega Man X4 case right now and I'm pretty sure it'll say the exact same thing.
On the box, it says the most challenging Mega Man game yet.
Battle armies of maverick Reploid robots while mastering all new strategic moves like the air hover and Zero's saber tactic system. Discover a myriad of power-ups, secret rooms, extra weapons, and invincible vehicles, and take on 8 new Hunter bosses. For the first time, play as Mega Man X or battle with his mighty partner Zero in 2 separate adventures. Mega Man X4! Now you could be a hero or a Zero.
Yeah.
They said that. Plays Mega Man X or Zero, new Hunter with levels of vivid color, brilliance, detail, intricate passages, secret rooms, and hard-to-reach items. That one I'll agree with. Invincible vehicles like the Land Chaser and Superbike and other robot ride armors. That's bullshit. They're not invincible. Master new attacks, air hover, Z-Saber. Well, for once, they don't say anything about Jurassic Challenge. I'd read the back of X5, but I don't have the back cover to it for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
You sure? I could read a lot of other cheesy things. I could read the back of Rocket Knight Adventures if you have 15 minutes. That's one awesome opossum!
Oh my god.
Wasn't the 90s great when everyone was trying to copy each other? And by each other, I guess I just mean they were trying to copy Sonic's success. It's like, I really do want to play Zero, but I know it's just going to be an exercise in failure.
I mean, you don't have to play it. You could just do it with an emulator and use like save states if your problem is having to like grind or restart from the beginning of a stage.
I did, and I was grinding to get a E-Tank, and it was taking so fucking long. Never mind any kind of health power-ups.
Yeah. Well, the other ones are better in that way because you can find E-Tanks in the stages.
I don't know why they changed that up. It's like we're gonna neglect the power-up ability. I'm gonna stop complaining. It's just... I want to like the game, damn it.
Maybe you're better off liking it from afar.
That's mean, Geo. Saying I'm not good enough. Let's see how it is.
No, I'm not saying you're not good enough. I'm just saying it seems like there's a lot of... It seems like you're trying really hard to like something that you might not like.
Because, you know what? The Mega Man X series is such a fucking roller coaster of, like, quality. It's like, I want more, but I can't have it because Capcom will either fuck it up or not bother at all.
Yeah.
X1, amazing. X2, pretty damn good. X3, X4, amazing. X5, X6, holy shit. X7, please bury me. X8,
I like X8. It's not perfect. I know it's got like some issues in it, but like it's still better than X7, X6.
That's not a compliment, really.
It is. It's actually... I can have fun with X8. I can't really have fun with X7 or X6.
Well, it has been a while since you've played X8, so maybe that opinion will change.
Maybe. I don't really think it will. I wish I had it on PC. That'd be cool. Oh wait, I have an emulator. I just don't have the ROM.
I have the... I have a copy of the game that you can put in your disc tray.
I don't have a disc tray. I'd have to get a USB one.
No, I have a copy you can play. Easily.
Technically, before I go to sleep, I could just put it in my PS2 in my room. Play it on a old-ass TV.
Define old-ass TV. Do you actually have a CRT in your room?
Yeah.
I hate you.
I got it for like $10 on the side of the road for like a garage sale or something.
I really want a CRT, but I really just don't have the motivation to try and dig one up because, like, it's at that stage where they're so old, it's probably gonna be like wishful thinking that they'll work fine.
Mm-hmm.
I see people online like load them up and I'm like, holy crap, I got a good one and I want it. I had one that I lent to my brother for a while, but he had it on like all day and night for so long that it eventually just crapped out.
Jeez.
It was the first TV that I bought with my own money, Geo. And it wasn't like just a fucking thing that like we picked up off the side of the road or whatever, or hand-me-down. There's that one RCA TV that my dad gave me that he won at a contest or not contest. I think he just won like a little thing, and after I guess 2 or 3 years of using it, it just slowly got darker and darker and darker till I couldn't raise the brightness any higher, and we couldn't see anything. So we had to get another TV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what we used to hold us over for a while, but I think the next TV we got was that NEC TV that had blown speakers.
Oh, jeez.
So we had to plug in a stereo system into it. Oh man.
Maybe before I go to sleep, I'll pop on the CRT TV and play it. Because now that's all I'm thinking about is like playing old games.
Well, I got the ISO, so if you want to check it out, you let me know, or you want to check it over there. Either way, because I got it for you, because you're like, oh man, I really want to play. I'm like, fine, get it. Jesus Christ, you.
Okay. If you have a way to send it to me, I will take it.
That might be hard. I think it would take forever over Skype.
Skype could take, like, how big is it? Like, do you think?
2-something gigs when it's in 7-zip.
Oh, damn.
There are places you can get it from easily, but if you want just the ease of use, go ahead and do it the legit way.
Yeah.
I am curious how it'll look on the emulator, because it does touch up things really well.
I mean,
we're really impressed with something else.
It's gonna look subpar. Like, we're just okay, you know? Like, X8 didn't look great.
Yeah, but if you apply certain filters to something, you can really make it look nicer. I mean, I got Kev impressed with Nocturne with how that looked. I don't know.
That's cool. Hopefully this will look good. I don't mean to like sound like I defend the shit out of Mega Man, like just for the sake of liking Mega Man. Like, I know that a lot of the games have issues, like their own sets of issues. I'm not trying to like fight so hard just because of that. Like, the things that I'm fighting over are like giving facts about. Like, I just feel are just facts that people don't entirely like sell properly.
Well, I kind of find it hard to believe that that guy wouldn't have some credibility, since he played through all of the X series recently, and he's played through the Zero series, and he played the old series. It's not like he hasn't played them and he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's just likely a frustration of, like, you know, you guys changed the mechanics, I liked it better that way, and now you went back to the old ways, which were really annoying.
Right. Look, I if it's how you explain like that, I get it. It's just that the way that it was initially explained was not that. So that's why I was just like,
well, I can't.
No, I swear it's like this. No, I know. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I can't speak for the guy. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's how I figure he means it. Because even Yahtzee's like, why do games have lives? You know, at this point, it's just irritating. Like, it was a mechanic that they used back then because, you know, at one point it was you know, you use coins, and then, you know, they brought the games home, and they didn't want them to be too short, so they put in lives, so you have to continue and try again, but...
Right, but, you know, like, it just seemed like Mega Man Zero 1 was getting singled out because it didn't have lives, but it does. And so that's why I was like fighting over it. But if I get the fact that Mega Man Zero 1 is a very difficult game and that for a first time player you might have to grind, I understand that. So if that's the reason, because you get sent back to the beginning because it's too hard at times, then that's an entirely different thing. I get that. That's valid.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got the game.
I'll have to watch a Let's Play of one to maybe see if I can get a better idea on how to play it, and then whatever. Because I can't watch you because you just fucking like zip through it like, I win! I'm amazing at everything!
I don't know.
Geo, we can't possibly balance the nation's budget. What do we do? This. Oh my god, you're amazing!
Let's see. Things I don't like about X8. I don't like that there are some things that are hidden in the stages that you need like Axel for. Like you need to have a specific enemy copied so that you could get a specific item, but you don't necessarily know that you're going to need that enemy. So like you might have to go back or replay the stage or whatever.
And try
it may not even be
types of enemies.
What's that?
And you'll have to try with several different types of enemies, right?
Yeah, because you can't necessarily hold... You can only hold one copy at a time.
Oh my god, that is awful. And what do you get out of these secrets?
Like, okay, there's an enemy that can turn into a ball so that you could roll under, like, a little crawl space, and you can get, like, money to buy upgrades or stuff like that.
Okay.
Or sometimes you'll find, like, specific items, too, that you can use, like, there's some hidden items, I think, for Zero to get different weapons. So, like, you can get a spear or, like, bare knuckles or something.
Yeah, I remember that, and it kind of being janky.
Oh my god. Like, the moves look really cool with the knuckles, but you get hit if you try to use them. Like, oh, you hit somebody? Well, you just got hit because you were inside of the thing.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like X in the game because I'm not even talking about that the armor looks weird. I get that. The armor looks very weird. But I don't like that there's no impact to him doing the charge shot. Like, you don't see, like... I mean, in X1, 2, and 3, I guess you didn't see it either.
I felt like
Unless
it
you
had
got,
impact because, like, when they got hit and they exploded, the explosion felt good.
Yeah, well, yeah, that felt good. But I'm talking about like X just holds out his arm and fires this enormous charge shot, and you would think by the time it's like PS2 games that he would have like an animation of just like his arm cannon getting blown back a little bit. But he's just standing there, just arm straight out, like pew 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 pew, and he shoots this enormous shot out of the gun. It's just like, how are you not getting at least blown back a little bit from that? In X4, they had an animation for that.
I hate to tell you this, but in Maverick Hunter X, a game that was made... Was it made after, or was it made before X8?
It was... I think it was after. I might be wrong.
That such a smaller game on a smaller, less powerful system had it. I mean, even, like, X, when he fired, he had a reaction. He was like, over here!
Yeah. Maverick Hunter X did a lot of things well. Like shouting powers by using them every time. Storm Tornado!
Yeah, that was a little goofy.
Shotgun Ice!
Shotgun Ice, Shotgun Ice. I really wish that there was a 1 in 100 chance for him to say Horming Torpedo, because that would have been fucking amazing. Because it's like, just, you fucked up at that stage. Just have fun with it, please. Come on.
Yeah.
Horming Torpedo!
But, I don't like the... I don't like the in-between rooms in X8 where you have to fight enemies, but I mean, they don't last long, so it's kind of just like, whatever. that scrolling stage for what flame burn rooster, whatever the heck his name is. Like, I don't like the stage so much, but I think the boss is really cool.
I don't know. I think if you have a lot of problems with level design, then you might not actually like the game. Because, I mean, with X4, I think the only level I had any problem with is Jet Stingray, but I don't think it's a bad level. I think it's worse in X5 and 6 by... Wait, was there a chase mission in 6? I don't think so,
no.
actually. No, but it was worse in X5, where it's like, make these precision jumps, and also, if you miss any of these things, you don't get the armor.
Yeah. You see, like, there are parts of X8 that have bad level design, but if you compare it to some of the other games, it's not necessarily the worst. It's alright.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the level design better. Like, just because one game is worse doesn't make another game automatically shine brighter or whatever.
No, I'm not saying that, but it's a reason why I like it more than said game. Like, I'd rather play X8 than X6 or X5.
Well, X6 is just a fucking awful game. Like, the people who defend that game, I swear to God, are just... I don't know.
That
like,
has the worst level design.
Dude, people
ever.
just say it's a game that was meant to be challenging, so you just have to get good. And I'm like, but if it was you heard me say this before, like, if it was challenging, then the bosses would be a lot harder than they are, and most of them aren't.
I feel like Mega Man Zero was meant to be challenging.
It was,
And-
it's fucking hard.
And, like, the game is designed around that. But I think that X6 is just, oh, this is going to be our excuse for why the design is so bad, because we wanted it to be hard.
No, I don't even think they advertise it as that. It's just the fans making an excuse for it. The reason why the game was designed that way is because they didn't have time, they didn't have money, and I don't think they had the talent. It was another director who, his only other game at that point was he helped with X5, and it fucking shows. Because the padding in that game was also pretty bad. Not as bad as X6, but it's not fucking good either.
Yeah.
Duffy
Oh,
Ball
boy.
stage being an auto-scroller, holy shit. What were they thinking?
Got me.
Good music, though, in both of those games, despite them not being particularly good titles.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if
Oh,
someone
man.
hacked X5 to remove some of the dialogue. That would be glorious. That would help the game so much.
I guess. X5, I think, if there's just a couple things that I would change about X5, and then I would like it a lot. You know,
Make the last levels not bullshit.
make it so that if you have all of the parts for the cannon or the shuttle, that you just win. You actually continue the story because you worked hard enough to get them. So you should be entitled to automatically destroy the colony.
Yeah, I don't understand why the shuttle does more damage than a fucking mega laser cannon. Like, you'd think that a gun would do a lot more damage than just ramming a shuttle into it. Or just a fuel compartment of the shuttle, which would probably be empty by then.
Lasers wouldn't even penetrate the shielding.
Womp womp. Oh boy. I really wish the X series had better attention.
Definitely. It's like, if they make a Mega Man X9, and
They won't.
I'm just saying if, and it's like the same type of quality as Mega Man X8, I might be a little bit annoyed. It's like, I'm fine with X8 because it's an okay game. But if they bring back Mega Man X and then they have it be of that type of effort or quality, I'm going to be kind of like, oh god, why did you even bother then?
What drives me nuts is how come, like, the sound effects are so lackluster in that game versus, like, X4, where, like, you know, the Z-Saber's, like, got that really, like, crackly, like, bram, bram, but then in X8, it's just like, zip, zip, zip. It has no impact. It kills it.
Got me, man.
Even the dash in X4 was like this cool, like, you know, you got that cool, escalating sound, and then in X8 it's just like they make like a little cartoon noise, like what is that? What is that? What are you guys doing? Who okayed that? Why wasn't he punched? I think this is a great idea. Ow!
Cool, looks like it's done.
Have you just been streaming the download process?
No, I stopped streaming.
Okay. I'm still streaming for some reason. I'm actually gonna cut it, I think, because it's making me nervous with how it's saving.